Hey guys, it's Sasha, and today I have some breaking news to report about Trading 212. This is incredibly important. I will be disclosing information that I have obtained from more than one source. These sources are linked to Trading 212 and to the FCA. This information is serious, and I contacted Trading 212 before making this video, putting this information forward to them. I have asked them to provide a comment on this information, and I delayed the publication of this video from first thing this morning until later this afternoon to give them some time to respond. Because of the nature of this information, I wanted to provide Trading 212 with the opportunity to inform me and correct me, to tell me that this information is false, or provide any other commentary that they felt necessary. And as of the point of recording this video several hours later, Trading 212 have not replied and provided a response. If Trading 212 do provide a response, I will publish it as a pinned comment under this video. As I said, this information is based on the corroboration of more than one source. I have been working on this for some time and speaking to my sources, but I do not have categorical proof. And I cannot certify with absolute certainty that this is perfectly accurate. But I feel that the nature of this information is so incredibly important for the public domain and for the customers of Trading 212 that I have decided that on balance, I have to share it for this reason. The information I have obtained alleges that Trading 212 have been precluded from taking on new accounts for the vast majority of this year, directly or in part by the FCA. At the end of January, Trading 212 first suspended the onboarding of new accounts. On the 28th of January, Trading 212 announced within their community that they paused new client registrations, and I quote, "Whilst we increase our capacity to serve more clients by scaling up our infrastructure and expanding our customer service team." There was no mention of any regulatory issues whatsoever. And at that point, Trading 212 stopped new accounts being able to join the platform, and accounts that were already in the process of being onboarded, going through verification checks, were reportedly also frozen. This seemed incredibly odd. It is very unusual for a fast-growing company to voluntarily stop new acquisitions due to the need of a tech upgrade. It is even more unusual for that tech upgrade to stop the company from being able to onboard new clients 10 months later in November. And it is yet more unusual for a company to onboard new clients in, say, Europe, as Trading 212 started doing in the summer, but still not onboard new customers in the UK some number of months later, because you would presume that if the reason was indeed the technical capacity of the platform that requires upgrades, that would most likely not be dependent on the geographic location of the customers. Over the months that followed the freeze on new accounts, there have been multiple attempts from prospective customers in the Trading 212 community to ask Trading 212 when new account registrations may resume. But time and time again, Trading 212 either failed to respond or provided very generic replies which did not address the question, did not state any expected timelines, or provide any meaningful updates on what increasing capacity actually means, or perhaps shared what the progress with that work is. And I raised this point previously when I shared my concerns and stated that this is highly unusual behavior, and that perhaps there could be other reasons why Trading 212 is not taking on new accounts. And now it seems that perhaps there was a reason. The information I have been provided states that the FCA has one or more issues with the way that Trading 212 operates in the UK. One of these issues is that Trading 212 is really being operated in its entirety from outside the UK, presumably from Bulgaria, where a large part of the company is based. The UK arm of Trading 212, according to this information, is a front that is not material enough to satisfy FCA's requirement for UK regulated companies like Trading 212. And the FCA has also raised concerns about the funding structure and asset management of the company, according to the same information. I do not know the specifics of exactly what these concerns are, but looking at what Trading 212 have been doing over the last few weeks, this information seems to align very well with their corporate actions. Earlier this year, on the 21st of May and 28th of July, according to the company's house filings, Trading 212 put approximately £20 million into their business through the issuance of new equity. And at the end of August, Trading212 appointed Gary Dixon to a non-executive role looking after the compliance side of things, amongst other items. And then on the 12th and 15th of October, Trading212 appointed George Mantilas and Mukit Chowdhury as directors of the business, as respective chief operating officer and the CEO of the company. Their LinkedIn profiles indicate that they have been with Trading212 longer than that. But those are the dates on which they were formally appointed according to the paperwork filed with Companies House. Then yesterday, Trading212 appointed yet another UK director, Philip Parsons, to be the chief financial officer. So in the space of just a few days, Trading212 have appointed the CEO, the CFO, and the CEO of the company. Also, as I have reported previously, Trading212 have not submitted their annual accounts that were due at the end of September, and these are now in the second month of being overdue according to Companies House. And when any company submits accounts, especially a company that holds the funds and assets of a large number of customers and is regulated, and where that company also has auditors, there are formal obligations to provide notes on any material risks to the ability for that business to continue to operate. You might remember that earlier this year, Monzo submitted their annual report, and in that annual report, their very own auditor stated that there is a material risk to Monzo's ability to continue operations. And if Trading212 happened to be theoretically in a position where the FCA mandated a freeze on them being able to continue to offer their services to new customers, I would presume that in the eyes of any auditor or accountant, this would be a material enough factor that would have to be included in the report. Now, I am neither a lawyer nor an accountant, and I may be wrong on this, of course, and I'm sure those people point that out. But within their community, Trading212 responded to a previous video I made and confirmed that the company has done well. I quote, Trading212's financial performance in 2020 was exceptional, with the company seeing record revenue and profit figures. Tony further down in this says that the company is proceeding with the submission of its 2020 financial reporting to the Companies House. Our clients will have the opportunity to verify the company's results once the numbers are published. But the big question for me remains this: if the numbers are already produced, why have they not been submitted? And given that Trading212 have had 9 months to publish them in the first place, and given that they always used to publish them very early, including during the course of last year's submission, why is it this year that the publication is delayed so significantly, completely out of character? And given this information that I have come to obtain, this really is not a good look. Because from the outside, without any actual commentary being provided by Trading212, it looks like, based on this information, the publication of accounts was delayed intentionally in order to resolve these outstanding issues with the FCA. Because in that case, the risk would no longer exist and would perhaps not need to be disclosed publicly. And that is not a good look, and I hope that that is not what is actually happening. But the juxtaposition of information sort of implies that there could be a possible scenario. I hold personally an ISA account on Trading212, so I am a customer as well as a reporter, and this is causing me personally quite considerable concern, because if this information is accurate, that would suggest that Trading212 were not truthful in public statements to their customers about why it was that they were not onboarding new customers. That's all I have to report on this. At the moment, I am remaining a customer, but a very concerned one. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys later.